Well, hi there, beautiful people. I am going to do a video that I've been avoiding doing, but I've decided I need to do it. So I'm going to look into this old orphanage in Crewe, which a religious sect had moved into. I'm just going to look into it and get an intuitive reading into what's going on there. Now, you know, it's concerning that this sect was kicked out of other countries, and now that they're allowed to live in the UK. It's very concerning with everything that's going on here. I've had a look into a couple of videos online, and I understand that the people are being bailed and released, and that's why I feel I need to look into it. So I'm going to ask, what is this sect about? I want to see what the cards will just tell us about who this sect is. From what I understand, they're arrested for slavery, child marriage, and all kinds of horrible things. I just want to see what they're about, or what the cards will tell me that they're about. What is this sect about? Again, there are no facts here. This is just an intuitive reading. It is for entertainment purposes only. So let's just have a look and see what it's about. So we've got the 10 of Wands as the first card. We've got the 4 of Swords as the second card. We have got the King of Pentacles in the background, in the past. We've got the Death card in the middle. Again, the Death card is not physical. We have got the Justice card as the outcome. We have got the 10 of Cups as the advice, followed by the 4 of Cups as the advice. So off the bat, I'm going to tell you that there are a lot more secrets about this sect that we don't know about, and there's a lot more information for us to find out about. Now, there are 2 ending cards here. The 10 and the Death card are 2 ending, or 2 10s and a Death card, so 3 ending cards in this. So the way I'm looking at this is going to be a slow, externally to us, it's going to look very slow on the way that they're going to handle, or the way that the police will handle this situation. It's going to be, they're going to need to make sure that they have everything, their ducks all in a row. And eventually there will be some justice that comes out. Now, this is a karmic card as well. So it's almost karmic that this is all coming out now. It feels like a great reveal. It feels like we're going to find out some information pretty soon about this. And there is a lot of money behind this sect. They have a lot of money. So I wonder if there's a main individual there who controls. I mean, the word that's popping into my head is cult, and I don't know anything about this sect. But it kind of feels a bit cultish to me with the cards I've got on the table here as well. So there are some secrets. These secrets will be coming out. There is something that is going to be offered in the advice. It's an emotional offering that could come from somewhere with it. The 10 of Cups is, if it was in a different spread and I'd asked a different question, it would be a great card. But in this sort of setting, it's an ending. And we've got 2 10s right next to each other. So I wonder if we're going to throw the book at them. That's the word that came to my head. We're going to throw the book at them. And there'll be another offer put out potentially for them to vacate. So let's look a little bit more into it. I'm not going to spend too long on this because it's not something I really wanted to look into, but I find it interesting they've been released so soon after such that the charges that were put down were slavery. I'm going to ask, was there slavery, was it modern day slavery within this sect? Did it happen? Was there modern day slavery within this sect? First card, yes, absolutely. I mean, that is a absolute yes. The 8 of Wands is a lot more information is going to come out about this, and it's going to come quick. Wands are quick. The Star, people very vulnerable. They were vulnerable. They were in positions of vulnerability. Women. The Queen of Wands, the intuitive woman. Wishes coming true, desires coming true. The Hidden Secrets card again. And illusion and delusion, the 7 of Cups. There is a lot more to this. A lot more. This is hard to look at, actually. So the Ace of Pentacles, to answer to my question, is a straight yes. There was slavery involved in this. You've got a secretive card as well, a burial card, which is interesting. I really hope there aren't any there isn't any of that that's happened there. Maybe on the grounds, I don't know. But an ending card again. Just asked for a little bit more advice, and an Emperor. So someone with a lot of power has asked for this place to be looked into, and to end what is going on there. So I think people will be freed from this, and yeah, I'm sorry, but there was definitely slavery going on there. According to the cards, no facts. Yeah, this is just an intuitive reading, but according to my cards, yeah, there was. So I'm going to ask my next question, because the next thing really upsets me. Like, really, really upsets me. Child, underage, forced marriage. I'm sorry. I just think it's a terrible, terrible thing. So I want to look into that and see if that happened there as well, because that was also one of the reasons for the arrests in the beginning. So let's have a look and see if that did happen there. I know this sounds bizarre, but I really want it to be a no, because that just breaks my heart. First card, 6 of Swords. Second card, the Death card. 3 of Wands in the background. 7 of Swords in the middle. The outcome is a soft yes. The Fool as the advice, supported by the 6 of Pentacles. So there is no outright absolute yes. But they definitely traveled here for a particular reason. And with the cards I've got on the table is they traveled here to get away from other countries where things weren't so easy for them. They were being called out. They weren't able to hide what they were doing so well in these other countries. And they've got a very unique strategy as to why they are here. This is also the sneaky liar strategy card. So he's kind of like very sneaky. And I feel like there's a lot of sneaky things that are going on within this place. This is a child, and it is a soft yes in the future. So I wonder if it was going to happen but didn't quite happen. I wonder if it got stopped just before it happened. I wonder if someone scooped that small person up and got them out of there. I really hope that is what happened here. The advice on this is the Fool and the 6 of Pentacles. So the advice is they could take an offer and go somewhere, and it's like a leap of faith, taking a step in a new direction, starting again, a brand new beginning, and the 6 is a generosity card, and I get the feeling that they're gonna have to go and find another place to live. I'm gonna ask if what I've said is true. Are they gonna go somewhere else to find another place? No, they won't. You got the 5 of Pentacles over here and the 10, and for me that is Financially, no. So they may be tangled up trying to get out of the situation that they found themselves in right now, and it could be quite costly. So they may not be able to skip and set up again. I mean, there are. So this particular sect, I'm going to ask, just. I know this is very controversial. Probably shouldn't be looking into this and asking these kind of questions, but quite honestly, I don't care anymore. I don't care what people think. I want to see if they are indeed a cult. So is this particular sect that's in Crewe, that live in an orphanage, an old orphanage, are they a cult? Cards are jumping. Not out. They're just a bit chatty. All right, let's see. Again, no facts here. This is just an intuitive reading and a look-see to see what the universe will tell us. And I will tell you what they tell me. First card, 2 of Wands. The second card is a surrender card, the 10 of Swords. The Emperor in the background. The Hanged Man in the middle. The end is a soft yes. The 4 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Swords. Okay, so my question was, are they a cult? My answer is that they don't see themselves that way, right? They've traveled here. They surrender. They've traveled here. They want to be seen as from a different perspective. So they wouldn't want us to call them that as such. There is a very strong man who runs this and who, I guess, sees himself as the most important person. Now, this is the guy in the background. He's the one who's sort of controlling everything here. And there is a soft yes in the near future, but it is an emotional yes. It is it's a soft yes, and probably from your perspective, kind of thing. But with the advice being the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. And I get this feeling that a lot of the people who are part of this aren't in control of their own finances. And they've surrendered to this man, the top of the tree, the big dog. I don't know what you want to call him, but they've surrendered to him. And really, we're not going to find out a lot about this. It's going to take a while for us to get all of the information about this. But they certainly don't want to be called a cult, which is interesting. Now, I want to ask about the local people, the people living around there. How are they gonna, are they gonna be able to, what do we need, what do they need to know? What would be the advice for the local people who live in the area where this sect is? What would be the advice for the local people in that area? Trying to see what the universe would like to offer them for advice. Would I be comfortable with that type of organization so close down the road? No. Not everybody sees the world the same way as me. So let's have a look and see what the cards will tell us about that. Let's have a look. First card, 6 of Cups. Second card, 4 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles in the background. The Hermit in the middle. 4 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. So what do the people of that area need to know about everything going on there? The advice is to hold on to their emotions, get all their ducks in a row, be generous and kind to their neighbors, everybody around them, be supportive of everybody around them. you don't know everything. You need to go within to find out how you feel about everything in the area. There are so many secrets that we don't know about this. Sorry, someone tried to call me again. There are so many secrets that we don't know, and that it'll take a while for these secrets to come out. So the advice is to work on getting all of your stuff in a row, keep yourself safe, make sure that you've got everything you need in order to be safe. And there will be some things will change in the near future. There are 2 4s here, and they're fast 4s, so it could be 4 days or 4 weeks, where things will be 3 4s even, where things will need to be 4 4s, no, 3 4s, where things will need to be uncovered, and just to keep the heat and the temperature down, but don't be trampled on. Make sure that you've got all your stuff, and make sure that you are looking after your family. The 6 of Cups is looking after your family, and Elder looking after the youngsters. Just be sensible in the meantime, making sure that you know where everyone is at every time, that you are keeping track of things, keep a vigilant eye, go inwards, seek, trust your gut, trust what you're feeling and what you're witnessing around you. And things will get better, but it isn't an overnight getting better. I asked how it will get better. There will be better times coming ahead for the local community in that area. And let's just see if they'll get the information that they need. Will they get the information? It'll take a while. Sorry, I came that way. It'll take a while. Things are definitely being held on to. This could be finances. This could be, holding on too tight to something. And then with the 3 of Cups, there will be a celebration in time. So, yeah, that's what I got from the cards. I hope that helps someone. Maybe, just... try and keep your emotions in check. It is a terrible time, and potentially we could get an outcome and an answer to what was going on there. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.